I am always a fool when I assume that considerations have been made. I wish that weren't the case, but 9 out of 10 times, if I don't think about something and do it for myself, other people don't have the foresight to consider me, or rather, the consequences of their actions. So, the second bathroom in the house that I'm staying in has been under construction for, well, since the early 2010s. It's a ground up build and it's just never been done. For the longest time, it was just a toilet in a room, which was useless to me, being a hygienic woman who wants to wash their hands, so it might as well always just go down the flight of stairs to go anyway. But at least sometime last year, we bought and installed a random sink from the restore because we were tired of waiting. Like, me and my partner were tired of waiting for getting a sink. And since even before then, the floor has had construction paper taped over the whole surface as to make the project easier to clean up. And then it was left for that whole time. So, aside from enduring the sensory nightmare of that on the floor, it's now all ripped up from general foot traffic over the years. And it's a nightmare. Yet I digress. The point is, the bathroom isn't done, aside from a toilet and sink that isn't staying. The walls aren't done, the shower isn't done, the lighting isn't done. But having the main area that me and my partner, exist in being upstairs, we started using it as our main bathroom. His parents have their own ensuite, and the only other occupants have the downstairs bathroom with the only working shower. It's been nice having our own space to keep all of our shit, because we do have quite a bit, from contact solution stuff to a water flosser and our toothbrushes and stuff. It was a lot to expect to clutter up the main communal area, which also requires all the towels and the shampoo and stuff because it's got the only shower. So a week or whatever ago, the homeowner decides that they're feeling ambitious. They spontaneously start working on the upstairs bathroom again, adding some drywall to the shower walls, cement leveling the floor, etc. They do vacuum and sweep, but it got really dusty. There's a visible layer of white powder on the floor and the countertop, and I was in there this morning, brushing my teeth, casually leaning on the counter while I do so, and I pull my hand away, and my fingers are white with dust. I never bothered wiping it down because it didn't seem necessary, and counterproductive considering it's bound to just get dusty again soon enough, so like I didn't want to do the work, just have to do the work again. But then it hit me. What about my toothbrush? It was just sitting on the counter the whole time, and I never even checked it. I just assumed that someone doing construction in the same room would take care to cover up personal items. But of course they didn't. And I've just been using it anyway. How much plaster dust have I consumed? And it's shit like that that makes me feel like I can never relax. Because as soon as I do, and I have an assumption for something I consider an obvious precaution, I ingest drywall.